What's up, man? And now our continuing series on 50 Years of MASH, Season 1, Episode 8. This one's called Cowboy. It stars Billy Green Bush as a chopper pilot named Cowboy. He had a recurring role in Hill Street Blues. He also played Vernon Presley, Elvis's dad, in a 80s movie. And he was in several movies in the late 60s and the early 70s. Certainly a complex and interesting character in this episode. So without all the hoopla, let's get to it. Of course, the helicopters are a big deal with the MASH units. Get those patients right from the front line to the hospital.
Attention, attention! Casualties arriving on the pad. We've got another delivery from the Cowboy.
Of course, in later episodes, we'll see where they actually have, Chopper Pilot of the Year, guy who brings in the most patients. That'll be a plot line later on. Oh, shit. Father McKay back again, finally?
Same guy, different shoulder. I'm thinking of putting in zippers.
Are you gonna be all right?
Unless somebody shoots him in here.
Is this the one the cowboy brought in?
Yeah, he lost a lot of blood.
Goldstein. Think he'd mind?
Yeah, one of the things I love about this character,
Funny, he
Father
doesn't
McKay
look it.
didn't pull no punches. He would minister to anyone and everyone. Made no judgments.
Oh, I see the mark of the
He
man
said,
butcher.
I love his
How
character.
do they feel?
And as a non-Catholic, he was
Just
my
cancel your tango lessons.
reference point for a Catholic priest.
What do you
Which
think
is,
of
I
my
guess, a
legs?
good thing, all things considered.
Well, I'm a fanny man myself. Well, cowboy, the Indian struck again.
Shoot, I've been heard worse rolling a cigarette. When do I get out of here?
Few days. Can I get you anything?
Would you check on the mail? I've been expecting the letter.
That's a heck of a damn mustache, isn't it?
I think the Pony Express has been through already. Something wrong?
It could be, but it ain't nothing I can fix from here. Is this thing bad enough I can get sent home? Even for a little while.
I'll see what I can do. Huh? You got a minute, Henry?
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of minutes. And each one's worse than the one before. Don't get up. Let me just pretend that you're in charge of this nut house.
I got a problem.
Who is she?
Cowboy's X-ray. We cleaned a mess of shrapnel out of his right shoulder. I think we should give him a ticket stateside.
Doesn't look all that serious.
Yeah, but I think he's got something at home that is.
Well, who doesn't? Well, I don't remember the draft board promising any of us a lot of laughs.
Then your final word is no.
Either that or goodbye.
Game called on account of Henry. Took away my wheel.
So notice the cat here.
He just turned me down and let a cowboy go.
My dear departed father's cat.
Sour on us.
His name is Radar.
Maybe he needs some relaxation. This place is eating away his brain.
Okay, Henry, you may have the honor.
Patrick Hardy returning once again as Ho John. I'm sure one day he'll go to fucking college. I don't know when.
Trapper and I laid this out.
Season 2, I
This
guess.
is the first hole. And you see that flag out there?
He'll disappear along with Nurse Cutler and
about
Ugly
3
John
o'clock.
and, of course, Spear Chucker.
You know, Pierce, this is really a great idea.
Well, that's the only kind you get.
I'm really starting to unwind.
It's great. I'm glad.
What the hell?
Maybe it was a sniper.
Coming from the camp.
Maybe a ricochet. Shall we continue?
The hell? The headless Jeep driver?
Jeep. Through my tent.
What'd he say?
Jeep. Tent. Through.
A Jeep must have rolled loose and broke through his tent.
Well, he might have been killed.
Oh, come on, sir. I'll fix you up. Come on, sir.
Okay, Trapper. Don't think I don't know what you think I don't know.
Would you translate that, please?
You wouldn't be the first man in the Army who tried to kill his commanding officer.
Steady, Henry. Your glue is melting.
Just because I wouldn't let you use my Jeep.
Wait a minute, Henry. Trapper may be insane, but he's not crazy.
Oh, yeah? Where were you this afternoon, McIntyre?
Oh. This here? Henry. Henry. Are you all right?
All right. Tent smashed.
Okay, look, you can sleep here tonight.
Cool.
Jeep. Tent.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
Does Henry have an enemy?
Doesn't sound like the work of a friend. I think we better keep an eye on him.
Hey. Boom. Big
I
boom.
found him.
1 week she ain't written.
You're welcome to mine. It's an invitation to a great party last month.
She's probably off with some rodeo rider.
The hell?
She's a sucker for a 10-gallon hat.
Who ain't?
If I could just get home.
Now, it'll just be a few days. I'm sure everything will be fine.
I'm sure it will.
Uh-huh. Well, it's all yours.
Word's out you're taking off, Colonel.
Just a few days down to Seoul.
Well, that Jeep will take you half a day. I could fly you down there in no time.
I smelled the gunpowder. It's pretty hard not to. And they found the wiring and the alarm clock bits.
Cowboy's in a booby trap business.
We better find him. And Henry.
I'm afraid I know where they are.
Shouldn't I have a parachute, too?
You don't need one, sir. It'll only break your fall.
That's not funny.
But neither was you not letting me go home.
Will you get lost? This is no time for
You told me to keep an eye open for this. It's a letter for the cowboy.
If you were any taller, I'd kiss you on the lips.
Cowboy, you've gotten a letter from home.
Nice try, Trapper.
How is Colonel Blake? Henry, are you all right?
I'm in real trouble.
Come on, open it up. Let's hear it.
Dear John.
Come on, that's my real name.
Dear John from Reno.
Sometimes when you're away from someone you thought you loved, you find yourself tested by being tempted. That's what has happened to me. Dear John.
Oh, wow, a double Dear John job.
I was tempted, and I didn't want to write until I knew whether I'd passed the test. If I say I love you more than ever, will it tell you how I did? And that I'm completely worthy of the most wonderful guy in the world? Cowboy?
Let's go home, cowboy. Let's go home. Hi, guys.
Hi, Henry.
Just in time for the cocktail hour. Pull up an olive.
Good, good. From the Cowboy, base hospital in Lakeland. It was a classic combination of combat fatigue and worry. He'll be okay. His wife's joined him, and he's going home for a month's leave.
I do like a happy ending.
Tell us the truth, Henry. Were you scared up there with the cowboy?
Me? Are you kidding? I know how to take care of myself.
Just asking, Henry. Just asking.
Our fearless leader, Henry Blake. There we go, another episode of MASH in the book. 50 years, looking back. Episode number 8, Cowboy. Henry getting worse of it for that one for sure. Don't know how realistic it would be that old boy would just get a little stint in the mental hospital. Probably be up for a course martial and time in the brig, perhaps. Ay, ay, ay. But all's well that ends well, I reckon. Dear John, double dear John, from Reno. Interesting. But again, always good to see some of the other characters in there. I don't know who the cook was. Well, he was credited. That was a new face. And like I commented on, it's always great to see William Christopher as Father McKay. We'll see more and more of him. Of course, this first season, as with a lot of seasons of television, they air them not in necessarily a production order. So they actually, in this season, more than most, jumbled up the playback and the order of the episodes. So that'll explain why Father McKay will show up and then disappear for a couple episodes and drop in and so forth, because he would have come a little bit later in that first season. Not exactly sure why that role was recast. I'm sure the other fellow would have been perfectly fine, but yeah, I don't think so. William Christopher, I think, was definitely made to play that role. We're so lucky to have all these actors in these roles. I mean, my God, they're just killing him. McLean Stevenson, Wayne Rogers, who they'll leave the show a little bit too early. McLean wanting something else, not to get stuck in this. Wayne Rogers felt that he was playing second fiddle to Alan Alda. But Alda, he's just so smooth. I love looking back on this and seeing how easy these characters are portrayed. It really is something else. And I don't think we had much Frank Burns in this episode, aside from that early little bit with him and Trapper with the Jeep. I don't know who that nurse was either. I hadn't seen her before. And not too much of Hot Lips either. But another great episode. One of the greatest television series of all time. MASH. Looking back on 50 years. Do all them YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe. We get a bunch of subscribers here. I'll certainly take a look at maybe the MASH movie when we get to a certain level. That'll be nice and fun. It certainly is a different beast for sure than the television series, but equally as fun. Of course, I would have seen probably the entirety of the television show again as a youngster before I even saw the R-rated movie. Probably at some point in my teen years. I don't remember exactly seeing it for the first time. But a great Robert Altman film there. Like some of his other films. A great movie called Nashville. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's pretty awesome with a fucking great cast and great direction. It's nice to look back on a city you're so familiar with and to see it, probably when I first saw it, probably was 30 years prior. So interesting to see how things changed and how some things stay the same. That's going to do it for this episode. We'll check you on the flip side. That's what's up, man.